All right, I wanted to share a resource I put together for addition and subtraction fluency. And before I show you what that is, I just want to highlight here that when we look at fluency, a lot of times we'll spend time or a lot of effort and energy into efficiency and accuracy, and we'll kind of ignore the flexibility piece. So the resource I put together really emphasizes the flexibility and strategies with addition and subtraction. And you might have also seen the same graphic as like a three-legged stool when one of the legs is missing. The fluency kind of goes out the door. This work comes from, the majority of it comes from these two books, Teaching Student-Centered Mathematics, and also Fluency Doesn't Just Happen with Addition and Subtraction. And to get this resource, because I really couldn't find a good one, I used flippity.net, and you can find these over at scmath.org, which is right here. All right, and under resources, scroll down to the digital flashcards. And when you go there, you'll see a bunch of flashcards that have been made here between myself and Chris McCaffrey. And eventually you'll find a piece that is these different subtraction strategies. So I can click on one of these. I could say, you know what, let me work on subtract by bridging 10. And when you click on this, here are all these different strategies. Now, when you do this, please shuffle the cards, all right? And have your kids shuffle them. Make sure you show that. Otherwise, they're going to go in order the way I created them. And you can flip these over and kids can practice, all right? And these are all based on this one strategy, subtract by bridging 10, all right? And here's a bunch over here and a bunch over here. What eventually will happen is, let's suppose you're starting with subtraction. Kids will get really good at counting back from 1, counting back from 2, and counting back from 3. You might want to combine all 3 of those strategies. And the way you're going to do that, click down here on this mixed bag. It's going to ask you to make a copy of this. Go ahead and make a copy. And in this spreadsheet, you will see all of the subtraction strategies on the third sheet at the bottom, all right? So we have these different subtraction strategies. Now, with any Flippity resource, the first 2 things you should always do, one, you should always rename it to something more appropriate so you don't see the word copy of in the beginning there. And the second piece you have to do, I'm just going to try and wait till this is done loading. The second piece, you always want to go to File and then Publish to the web. You have to publish this spreadsheet for this to work. So File, Publish to the web, hit Publish, hit OK, and then we're going to hit the X here. All right, and so this is what our flashcard is going to look like. The way this is working is that these are pulling from this sheet. So right now, those strategies are going to be count back from 1, 2, and 3. All right, I could deselect these. All right, and if I only wanted to work on subtract within 5 and subtract from 5, if I put X's in those, all those strategies would show up here as well. But I didn't want to do those. I want to do count back from 1, 2, and 3 because I'm combining those 3 strategies because that's where my students are. So let's put X's here. All right, and then you'll see all of these 1, 2, and 3, all those subtractions. And that's why you want to shuffle this deck. Let's go to get the link here. All right, hit shuffle. And now you'll see all of these are subtract 1, 2, or 3, or count back 1, 2, or 3. And your kids could then go ahead and do some practice if they want to, or some matching as well. All right, let me know if you guys have any questions.